just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Brown wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Hawaii's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying go with.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And the Rainbow Warriors get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling to stop it.
Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gonna run it. It's Sims. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Turning on the Jets. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's in open space downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Brown wants to pass. Works the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wide open spaces. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
And the Rainbow Warriors, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Sims. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The Rainbow Warriors looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it. They get through, and it's blocked.
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a one-possession game, and they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now has gone way up.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the ground, back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with a victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Brown will throw it. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense ending the ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail, meet, coffin.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.